What's up, chat? Guess who's back again? Yeah, I'm back. But I was chilling, and like the most of you guys, just like most of you guys, I was just chilling, living my life, and just, you know, getting by, living paycheck to paycheck, just like you guys. But I know you guys don't like to admit that, but I don't like I don't mind admitting that. So yeah, roughly about 157 million Americans living paycheck to paycheck. But that's okay. We just gonna ignore it. And that includes actually some people who are making more than $200,000 or more. I guess yeah, some of you guys might be like when you see that amount, if you don't freak out and then you're just, I don't know what to tell you, because for some reason maybe you're thinking, oh, like maybe I will make more than 200,000 and more a year, or with my normal job I would be able to just survive. This is not a big deal, you'll be okay. All right, yeah. But then, anyways, I was just chilling, living paycheck to paycheck, just happy. And then I found out that Nancy Pelosi went to what? Taiwan. That she kind of like that. She was crazy. So um, I always listen to Patrick David podcast. This guy is really he's really a nice guy. He's really informative. In, I can't even say that word. He he really knows a lot. He's knowledgeable. So um hopefully, like, first of all, let me go ahead and subscribe and like. Please just do the same, like his videos and mine, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and I'm sure you guys will definitely enjoy this episode and more of his podcast. So check it out. But this is going to be very important.
Yes. Direct threat. Direct threat.
Let me bring it
Irish
back.
by it. It is hoped that the U.S. will be clear eyed about this. First of all, how do you feel about Xi Jinping telling the leader of the world, Joe Biden, to you're playing with fire, and those who play with fire will perish by it? It is hoped that the U.S. will be clear eyed about this.
Direct threat.
Direct threat.
100%.
100%.
That's a threat.
How do you feel about this? So, first of all, how do you feel? What should Nancy do? Should she still go? What do you think about the threat, and how should Biden handle this? I'm asking.
All right, so let me update a few things. She already went. Yeah, nothing happened. But one thing that China is saying is there is a threat. Now they are actually threatening the US. And they don't even know that they actually know that US is part of European Union. Um like but China is like very aggressive. They don't really care. Um I'm sure there's something that they know that we don't. They're very capable of, you know, fighting the US. It's not like it's Russia. But anyways, let me see what I was
All
trying
those
to do. Bring it back and actually Google what is China is up to. So let's go ahead. That podcast actually happened. Whoa. Like, what's going on? Like, did China already got us? Really?
New World Order. New World Order.
We can't even Google anything. Dang. All right. Here. And this is what's going on already. So this says China to stage a major drills around Taiwan after Pelosi visit. So China is not playing around. They're actually, and this is gonna happen actually on Thursday. China is due on the Thursday to kick off its largest ever military exercise. Wow, like I've never like that. That's even crazy. That's news to me. Largest ever. Um, Pelosi left Taiwan Wednesday after a less than 24-hour visit that defied a series of increasingly stark threats from Beijing, which views the island as its territory. But yeah, it's gonna be. This is really, really crazy, crazy thing. Here is the map that I wanted to bring to you guys. Here's what's gonna happen in the military exercise. So here is Taiwan, as you guys can see. All of this is gonna be the military exercise, and here is the Taiwan air defense. But the military, the China military drills, don't really care about this. You already know it's at this point they crossed air defense. In any other country, if you really cross this air, they can shoot down your, like, this country can actually shoot down your planes, and they will be fine. But in this case, there is no way they're gonna shoot down Chinese planes. Like Taiwan, it will be over. That will be the last day. But this is crazy. You see how, like, this is insane. They're like surrounded. So this is China. This is gonna be China's military exercise. Chinese military exercise. Chinese military exercise here, here, here. That is a threat. Like now, you see what she cost, man. Like now, like, was that good for Taiwan or was that bad for Taiwan? You decide, because I don't know if that visit was good for Taiwan or if it was bad for Taiwan. Holy moly. But I guess we'll just go ahead and go back to PDP podcast. P
Three different questions. I'll go to you first, Adam, and then Tom will come to you next.
Look, let's
Shout out to Adam Sosnick.
just
Sosnick.
put politics aside. I don't care what side of the aisle you on. This is the number 3 person in line for the presidency of the United States. I don't care if this is Nancy Pelosi. I don't care if this is who's the last Republican Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, and who was before that, John Boehner.
Yeah.
Whoever it is. If a representative of the United States wants to go visit Taiwan, a full-on democracy, regardless of what China says, they should be able to go. And what kind of image or precedent would this set to the world if she was planning on making a visit and Xi Jinping says, don't go or you'll really piss us off, and they don't go?
Yeah.
What kind of precedent does that send to the rest of the world, or especially the United States here?
Mm-hmm.
Again, put politics aside. This is a representative of the United States of America.
Yep.
By the way, you know who's co-signing on a lot of telling her to go? A lot of Republicans.
Which
It's
is
not
weird.
just forget it.
100%. Absolutely.
Okay, a lot of
Yes.
Republicans who are basically
Yes.
saying we don't like what China is doing. This is an American issue, what's happening with China. China is our number 1 foe. Some may call it an enemy. Some may call it a threat. So whatever you want to label China. And credit to Donald Trump, because he made China top of the list of our frame of reference for understanding what they're doing to our country.
Who did?
Trump.
Yeah.
Okay. So I applaud Nancy for going. And if she, let's see what kind of ramifications happen for this. I don't know now what I will say, I don't know the reason that she's going. Is it a diplomatic mission? Is she there to speak with the prime?
Nobody knows. Like I googled I try to find why, like what was the reason behind it. Like I actually could not find anything. It was just like general statements, like like threaten, like trying to build relationships, or I don't know, some vague statements like that.
Prime minister?
Is it
Is there an
trade
agenda there? Is a
agreements?
trade agreement?
Right.
Is it talk about defense, the South China Sea? And the way I'm
Could be legacy as
processing
well.
this, whatever the reason, she has the right to go visit Taiwan. Okay, so I'm totally cool with this, and it'll send a message. I think a soft power message saying, "Oh, you don't want us to do something, China? Go fuck yourself. I'll see you in Taiwan next week."
Whoa, Adam. I don't think so, man. Especially when there's a war going on. You're, bro, you're a millionaire, bro. Like a lot of these people are not. Like if there's another war, w- like who suffers? The average person, bro. When there's a war going on right now, that's the last thing that we need. Like especially when you know that China is actually mad that like we've been talking about this, because like we've been talking about if Taiwan is next. Now this is like the last thing that we needed, like honestly. But I don't know.
That's my thoughts.
Tom.
Well, I think Z does not want any legitimization of Taiwan or any support for Taiwan. So he wants to block that at all costs. And he is not testing the United States of America. He knows better. He is testing Joe Biden, period. He is testing Biden. And by the way, this trip with some of the agenda, this is a Secretary of State trip. This is not a Speaker of the House trip. So if there's some reason for her to be there, there's some trade agreements, industry alignments, whatever it is, okay, I agree. If she wants to go, go. She's not like, a small freshman congressman from Montana. She's the freaking Speaker of the House representing the majority. And so she is absolutely legitimate to go. And I think what Z is doing, he is trying to draw this box around Taiwan with perception, with the UN, with everything else. I'm going to do it. It's just a matter of when, and you got to get good with this. That's what he's doing with all of his actions. And he's testing Joe Biden, period. Do you think that phone call gets made to Donald J. Trump? Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no. Yeah, exactly. Hell
So
no.
so did you? I thought you were going to say something else. Go ahead, Vinny,
Ben,
because I got some thoughts.
No,
I'm
go,
curious-
I want to hear yours.
Okay, so here's what I would say. Number one, I hope she goes. Okay, and I hope she takes a stand and
Bro, she already did. Go ahead. What's your point?
she goes. And whether it's a legacy move, she's 80 something right now, and she wants to go and for her to.
Blah,
Whether you
blah,
agree
blah.
with a person or not politically, whether she
Blah,
wants
blah,
to make her grandkids proud or to say, my grandma had the audacity and the courage to go to
That's not how you make your grandkids proud, bro. You make your grandkids proud by preventing wars and by actually not staying in the Congress for fucking that long. Like, it's a disgrace, but hey,
Taiwan during the time where she was threatened for her life. Salute to your aspirations.
100%,
Go
100%.
get what's yours. I respect that, especially in your 80s. I know people who are in their 60s that don't want to go 10 miles down to go sit down with somebody. This woman's willing to get on a plane in her 80s to go to Taiwan with death threats behind it. Listen, agree or disagree, more power to you.
Respect.
Okay. Number two, let's talk foreign policy. Okay. For those of you that thought foreign policy, you know how you're raised in a family where there's food and there's bed and there's a roof above your head, and you're like, but we didn't have this. Like people say, Pat, you never played organized sports. You're massive. You're this. I'm like, dude, I was working every day after school. I went straight to Haganah's. I had a job. I had to figure out a way to make money. We had no money. But dude, you were bodybuilding. I was, but I had to figure out a way to make money. Fine. But man, like you grew up poor. No, not by mindset. I had a bed. My mom fed me, had a place to live, never rained on our bed. Totally grateful for it. Very happy. Went to the army, had the time of my life, got out, luckiest man alive to live in America. I'm very happy, right? Okay, great. When for 4 years nothing happens with foreign policy and you don't go to sleep with any threats, that's the best thing that happens when it does, for you to sit there and say, who the hell was threatening us with things like this? Okay. Do you know that phone call that Xi Jinping made? You know who made that phone call 3 years ago? And everybody said Trump was getting close to the North Korea leader 4 years ago. You know what he told the North Korea leader?
What?
Do you guys remember what he told to the North Korea
Rain
leader?
down with fire and fury.
In ways you've never seen before.
Yep.
So Xi Jinping was field trained by Donald Trump.
I think so.
So he took that script away from Trump and he used it on Biden. Now, why would he use it on Biden? Now, let me ask you a question. You ever gone into a fight with somebody?
I don't want to hear
Many
this
times.
part.
Okay, when you do get into a fight,
That's just, you know,
read
stories.
what the China's there's a general all the way in the bottom. Keep going, Laura. Look for the general that's named Z. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, by the way, that's the video. Let them see that video. Click on that and look what's turning. That's in Moscow. Okay. Hey, we're with you.
That's in my
Okay.
wow.
Okay, we're with you.
That's a red square.
That is
Is that just not?
that.
Wow.
Yes, we're with you. We got you. Don't worry about it.
Little,
Keep doing what you're
little
doing.
Mandarin message running around.
That's
the billboard.
Moscow Ostaniko TV tower right now. China, Russia is with you. Hardly can happen without an official approval. Context needs no explanation. Okay. So what are they saying? Now, if you go all the way to
Obviously,
the
we
bottom of the
know.
article above Pelosi's picture, right there, Zhao told a regular daily briefing, we would like to tell the United States once again that China is standing by. The Chinese People's Liberation Army will never sit idly by, and China will take resolute responses and strong countermeasures to defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity. Okay, so bring it back to us on the camera for us to be talking about this. All right, so Iran historically has had a reputation of saying they're going to do something and they don't to America. If you do this, we're going to do this. If you do that, we're going to do this. Like, hey, they took Qassam Soleimani, and what happened? They bombed the base that nobody was at the base.
Exactly.
Just to say we retaliated and we are going to fight for our person. Now, Iran will take vengeance during their time, but how long that could take, we don't know.
Nobody
Remember
knows.
the threats they made against Trump recently?
No question
They
about
said
it.
that they're trying to kidnap Trump, basically.
Yeah. So
right? I'm not making
Yeah,
this
no,
up.
I know
right.
this is
You're
2
right.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But this is the part. This is the part that gets me thinking with this one here. There's a few things in life you have to be very careful with. If you have a reputation, everybody in life at one point made a threat that they didn't deliver. Everybody, you'll go to, I swear to God, I'm
Bro, this guy is full of stories, man. All day long, he will tell you stories.
going to blow this place up. You're just pissed off, right? Because, let me say that one more time. Watch what I'm going to do. to
I'll
you.
never come back here
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I'll see you
Okay.
next week.
See you next week.
Great.
Sushi's
Love the
great here.
place.
Okay. But I tell you, if there's one thing, like Jennifer knows one thing, I tell you, like Jennifer knows one thing. If I say we'll never come
Bro, China don't play, man. Go ahead, Pat. What's your point, sir?
back to this restaurant again, ask Jennifer. For the last 15 years of her and I being together, look what she'll tell you. Just ask her.
You've never been back.
Just ask what she'll tell you. Okay. Just ask. So I wanted to buy this. You can call it whatever you want to call
Bro,
it. I
we
want to
don't
buy
wanna
the
ask-
sushi
Bro,
restaurant.
we don't want to ask. Like, now you telling us to ask a question. Like, we don't want to ask anything about your wife, bro. We don't want to ask anything. Like, come
'Cause
on, bro.
We were in Glendale. And they said, no, the person that we were in Granada Hills. You know which restaurant I'm talking about. Down the street from, don't want to say the name,
Yeah.
but
No, I'm not
some
going
people
to.
know what. US, they had a vision called Made in China 2025. It was by 2025, China.
Do you want to know the secret to making
Oh
a
my
great
God.
podcast?
The secret, blah, blah, blah. All right, man. Thank you, man.
When they say this, you best believe behind closed doors, everybody needs to be ready for this. So now let's flip it. So let's just say they're having calls behind closed doors. I want to ask you guys a question. And audience, for those of you that are listening to this, I want to hear your thoughts and your commentary. Let's now flip it. There's a meeting. Generals are sitting there. And one of the generals says, President Biden, Speaker Pelosi, what's the RVP's name? Kamala Harris. Hey,
not working.
nobody knows the VP, but so if she's even in the room. So
Yeah.
let's just say, hey, we don't think this is a good idea. and we don't think you need to make this trip. And we need to talk to the media about telling a different kind of a story, that a health matter came up or something happened, but you cannot go to Taiwan right now because China's very serious. Now, if Pelosi pulls out of this visit to Taiwan, how do you process it yourself? That's the question.
Z1.
She didn't pull out. She already went there, so we're gonna skip this part. A lot of, it's just, they just like to talk about what could happen, what would happen, what if this, what if that. What about if you guys talk about
Under a person that's willing to put sanctions and play aggressive, yes. You can't, a Biden cannot play, he cannot play those games. His personality is not that personality, bro.
But
He
that's
can't,
that's different from capabilities of what the United States.
Can Pau
can do.
Gasol be the most dominant center in the league and all of a sudden get pissed off like Shaq and go throw around his weight? No. It's a different style, right? Pau's a different style than Shaq.
But that's different. That's my question is capabilities.
No.
The Pentagon, regardless, still has the same exact capabilities than they do on.
I see what you're saying, like our military, everything. But I mean, we're capable of like of course we're capable of like defeating China. If US is still powerful country, man. It's a powerful military force. And it's not only US that you have to fucking fight with. You're gonna have to fight with all Europe. So of course it's powerful.
Under Obama, Bush, Trump, Biden.
The word capabilities is one thing. The other one is when a nation has been buying people up for decades and playing their politics game better than anybody else and getting so many of the major corporations relying on them to produce their products, their chips, everything, air conditioning, so many. We can go down. You know the list. We don't need just like
Pills, medicine.
Yeah. So all of this stuff that they produce, no, it's the other way around. So respect to her for going. I'm not sure if the timing is a good timing. Why? Because this is interpretation.
Not a good timing, bad timing. But hey, what do we know? We're just average people. I guess, as they say, they're the leaders, right? I'm gonna have to play this one more time. Yep.
New World Order. New World Order.
Yep.
Say we have nothing. Say we're not. Say we pick a country that's got nothing to do with what's going on right now, and they're by themselves. Pick a country.
Norway.
New Zealand. Okay.
I was just.
It's just, just like sitting in New Zealand. There's a podcast in New Zealand. What was that? Was it
What
me?
did you drop,
Oh,
man?
shit. Oh, the T fell. Okay. Say we got a podcast in New Zealand. And New Zealand's like, oh, shoot, what's going on? What's going on over there with the U.S., China, all this other stuff. Here's what they're going to be saying. So let me get this straight. First, you go after Ukraine. And Putin told you don't. And you guys try to get NATO to get close. So Ukraine could be, and they're on my southern border. And I told you don't do it because you want to have a better relationship with me. And then you go after Taiwan. What the hell are you guys doing? When what did you say 2 days ago with you and Chris? We don't need to tell the whole story, but there was one of your girlfriends, and he said the 2-week business. You know what I'm talking about.
It was a business arrangement.
It was a business arrangement, right? But why was it a business arrangement? It's a revenge business arrangement.
Yeah,
we got to get even, right?
Let's not get him.
I'm not going to get into the story, but the point is, we got to get even, right? Okay, fair. You don't think China and Russia are saying we got to get even now? I don't think timing was good. I think timing is a bit off of her. If it's for her legacy, whatever. She goes, they do whatever they do. She'll be able to write that in her book. But I think while Ukraine and Russia is still going on, and then you do it then, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm sequencing.
That's exactly what I said, man. Not a good timing. But hey, what do you guys think? Do you guys disagree? Do you guys agree with me? Please comment. Let me know what you think.
Is key. I think this is out of whack sequencing. That's all I'm thinking about.
Well, I think this raises a bigger question. Do we support Taiwanese independence? Do we support Taiwan as a sovereign country?
What do you mean, do we support that? For years, we've been saying yes. All of a sudden, you want to
because
change it yesterday and say no?
That's what I'm saying. Kirby came out and said, no, we don't. But I believe Taiwan is very different than Ukraine. I believe Taiwan is a serious ally. I believe their exports are monumentally important to the U.S. You can make it, like, I'm asking, should we make a
Semiconductors
case?
you're talking about.
Huh?
Semiconductors.
Semiconductors, exactly. Like it's absurd amount of semiconductors they export. And now imagine they stop exporting them. Everything stops. Technology ends. No more cars, no more computers, no more fridges,
let's
no
go,
more
let's
anything.
go a different
right?
direction with that. Imagine if China is controlling all of that. And people have been concerned about 5G. And I'm not talking about the conspiracy theorists talking about health. I'm talking about all of the 5G networks have been built with Chinese components that people have been concerned about embedded technology in those components that can route data back. And if you think that TikTok is bad with ByteDance and things going on there, and Joe Rogan said, yeah, the fine print just says all your data and all your keystroking is going to China. So if you think that's bad and 5G is bad, imagine if
Holy moly.
they control 80% of the world's semiconductor production. You don't think infiltration is easy, and you don't think it's a whole different level of espionage, whole different level.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. So again, this is
No,
why
it's 75% market share of semiconductor production.
is it's. I was thinking it's got to be close to 80, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, and this is why people were working so hard to make the case for don't send $50 billion to Ukraine. Don't make Russia an enemy when we don't have to. We didn't. Russia saying we have your back, China, it could have been prevented. We could have had Russia. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Russia and China were never meant to be allies. They oppose each other, and they always will oppose each other when it comes down to it. But all we're doing is pushing Ukraine.
Why do they oppose each other? I know that they're on each other's border, and
Well, now they're best friends.
they've had some long-standing issues.
Because China wants to
But
do.
I feel like we pushed them into each other's arms for decades now.
we have.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
this isn't
disagreeing.
anything new.
No, but
China sees Russia as its helpful nephew, not its son. That's
China sees Russia
correct.
as its nephew.
Yeah, as a helpful nephew, right?
Hmm.
Not
Nah. It's another powerful ally, man. Another powerful friend. Trust me, man.
as their son, not as blood. They see it as
Yeah, definitely.
they're
not
going to
blood.
help me out. They're using. You ever played? There's an old board game that's really good. That's had a surge in popularity called Diplomacy. And if you ever played that game, and if anybody in the chat has played that game, that's what's going on right now, right? China is using Russia as this helpful force. That's what's going on here. Period.
China's using Russia as a helpful force.
Yeah, like a helpful diplomatic force. And by the way, Russia's got tons of energy. China's got to get energy from somebody. That's one thing China doesn't have, right?
Energy.
Of all the things that China has, it does not have the ability with its size and scale to truly be energy independent. So it's got to have energy allies,
It makes sense.
period.
Enter Russia.
And Russia is Russia its biggest energy
Well, yeah,
ally?
yeah, and Russia is basically, you look at German economy. They were worried that an ongoing conflict could result in natural gas shortages for 2 consecutive winters. So
They're still worrying about that.
Germany was very concerned about what was going on in Ukraine, and not from a political standpoint, but from a just the ability to have the energy to power Germany through the winter.
Absolutely.
But also, I mean, you're familiar with what the Quad is?
Nope.
The Quad. So
No.
basically, there's an alliance between the United States of America, Japan, Australia, and India. I thought of this because you brought up New Zealand, because as you were like, New Zealand doesn't have anything to do with this. I think of New Zealand as like a little nephew to Australia. They've created something called the Quad to basically deal with China's influence in the South China Sea. So there's a defense mechanism against China out there. So I think the question remains here is, what do we do about the China problem? Do we tell them, we'll do what they say? We don't take a stand against them. We're scared of their rhetoric. We don't do something. This is the question that is going to be basically we're going to have to answer for the next decades to come. Russia, on the other hand, I mean, how many other countries other than the United States are supporting Ukraine?
A lot.
The majority of them, no?
A lot of countries,
I
right?
mean,
It's not
yeah.
just the United States. I
No.
think the people, people for
Yeah.
that are not familiar, but basically everyone in the EU has supported them by one way or another.
Absolutely.
And we just sent
Okay.
them what 500. How much did we send yesterday? 500 million.
On top
Another
of
We've
500
sent
million.
we've sent a
sending
good
money.
large
Couple
chunk of
billion.
it.
Let me read a couple
the EU
comments
has provided
on top of the
funds for-
billions.
Let me read a couple
yeah,
comments here. So,
absolutely.
I think that's what he's talking about. And then Vince said, silver and gold are the only real mines left. I own $500,000 worth, and I hold it in my home. Don't fool yourself. Prepare now. Vince, make sure that doesn't target your house and people won't know where you're at.
What's your address?
What's your address? Exactly.
I'm gonna come over for
For
lunch.
$1 million, I'll give you
Yeah.
my address.
Yeah.
But
The
first-
local gang. I could use some more gold, baby.
Yeah, why not?
the first comment about how our military doesn't know if they're man and woman, I think that's a hyperbolic. Yes, there is a little woke, little tiny problem
Yeah.
going on. I don't think it's as bad. I think the people in the military, I have utmost respect for our
100%.
military community, and I think it's a disservice to be like they're all woke and they're transgender. All of it, like you've served in the military, you've served in the military.
Yeah, but he's got a point though. The guys doing the work may not, but the guys at the top are being too woke and too diplomatic. And
Yeah.
military, there's a few things that shouldn't be diplomatic. Okay, military should be. We're the military.
That's it.
Leave us alone. Get the hell out of here. Let us play the world that we play. You guys go play the business game, the money game, the whatever stuff that you guys do. Let us do the war game. And then if you want to find out, come and join us. See if you can handle this or not. But let us be. You do not want your military to be extremely sensitive walking on eggshells. That's the last thing you want. Like the last thing you want, right? And there's a few other places you don't want that to be the case. So there's a part of the comment he's making that he's right. We're trying to please too many people. China could care less about what you think about them. Get in line, get in order. This is the formation. You're fighting for your country. America's the enemy. Protect it. That's what matters. Let's make sure China becomes the greatest country in the world by 2025.
That's it.
That's their vision. America's like, well, look, yes. This whole
Nah.
concept about America is the greatest country in the world. We don't know. Maybe it
Nah.
is somewhere else. Maybe it's
Nope.
Chile, Maybe it is
Nope.
China. Maybe it is. Oh my gosh, stop it.
Bro,
They're-
nobody's saying that, bro. Move on, man. Nobody's saying that, bro. This sometimes he exaggerates a little bit, you know what I mean? But we can go ahead and continue with
Estimate that about approximately 150,000 New Yorkers may currently be
Whoa,
at risk of them. By the way, only 5,800 cases. What are they talking about?
Yeah.
Both officials also said that the outbreak must be met with urgency, action, and resources, both nationally and globally, and that the declaration reflected the seriousness of the moment. As of August 1st, the New York City Health Department has reported 1,472 cases of monkeypox.
I heard a couple of things this morning when I was listening to the news. First of all, they only have 300 and I think 50 vaccines available for it. It doesn't kill you, and it's only really, really rampant in the gay community, which I don't even know how.
oh my god.
It just popped out of nowhere. The guy was like, "It's not like an AIDS. It's not gonna kill anybody, so it's not like it shouldn't be like, oh my god." But they have limited amount of vaccines for this, even though we do have some.
And there's one,
Another fucking disease? Oh my god.
one small, is it Dutch? I may get that wrong. One small Dutch company that's actually
That makes it. that
has
produces
a
it.
marketed. The chat can correct me, or Tyler, you can look that up. But I think there's only one small Dutch company that's making the vaccine.
Oh, really?
I gotta tell you,
We gotta invest in that on them, Tom. Let's get on that.
I don't call it like COVID fatigue, whatever. Like
I'm done.
I'm hearing
We're
about
done.
just like ain't nobody got no time for your
Yeah.
monkeypox.
Bro.
I ain't got to go to the fucking
I really appreciate it. I really got no fucking time for nothing else, bro. Like,
zoo. I don't got to. I'm not dealing with smallpox,
Yeah.
monkeypox.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
done.
not dealing with twopox.
I'm
Like
tired.
none of it. I'm
Yeah.
dealing with.
I'm done.
I
I'm
see the monkeypox pop up. I'm like, all right, keep it moving.
I mean,
what else
I'm
is
not
going
gonna
on?
front though. I did see some videos back where some guy was like on World Star and he was bro.
oh,
It
hell
looks
no.
really, really bad. I wouldn't want it.
I'm sure.
But he was just like, yeah, man. I just, I was at it was a weird story. It's like I was at I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It was at like at a sexual orgy type situation. He goes,
What?
you know, I was making out with a bunch of guys, and I got
Whoa,
it. And
whoa,
it was like
whoa, whoa,
8
whoa,
other
whoa,
guys
whoa,
in
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa.
place got it. And
A
it was-
guy.
Yo, yo, yo,
all,
yo, yo,
all
yo,
guys.
yo.
It's-
I don't want to
it's
hear
rated
that
under
shit.
gay
Yo, yo, yo,
community.
yo, yo.
Can you pull up the article?
Well, yeah, I was going to show you
I
this.
don't
These
hear
are
that
the
shit.
vaccine requirements in New York City. You can only be vaccinated if you meet the following conditions: gay, bisexual, or other man who
Yep.
has sex with men, 18 or older, have had multiple or anonymous sex partners in the last 14 days. You should consider getting vaccinated if you met partners through online applications such as Grindr, Tinder, or have a condition that may increase your risk for severe death if infected with monkeypox, such as HIV.
Is there a phone number for this?
Why
or-
is this a public emergency? Like maybe in New York, I get it, but you're going to see.
Oh,
I
So
think you're
just
going
so,
to
again,
pull
I
up that article, please.
I just said this is not something I'm paying attention to, but this seems to be running rampant in the gay community.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah,
what's
that's
going
what I
on?
said. Yeah, yeah.
Specifically men.
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
kind of, I don't even know
Well,
where it comes out of. Like,
Here,
what
guys, here's a CNBC. When's the last time you would expect CNBC? Show the logo at the top left so they know who are. This is a CNBC story. World Health Organization recommends gay and bisexual men limit sexual partners to reduce the spread of monkeypox. Zoom in a little
Oh,
bit to read some of this.
My God. I'm gonna have to just. Oh my God. This society is. I swear to God.
New World Order. New World Order. New World Order. New World Order.
Nope. Zoom in a little bit to read some of this. Men who have sex with men are the highest risk of infection right now from monkeypox. About 99% of cases are among men, and at least 95% of those patients are men who are having sex with other men, according to World Health Organization. Tedros said men who have sex with men should consider limiting their sexual partners to lower their risk of infection and reduce their spread. The World Health Organization chief called on media, public health authorities, and government to
no.
fight stigma and discrimination,
God,
which he
no.
said
God.
will only fuel the outbreak.
Well, there goes my weekend.
There goes my life. God, just end it, please. Just end it. We reached the. I think we reached the point where humans can. I think we reached the point where humans can reach their highest level of. I think we cannot. I think there's nothing good can come beyond at this point. Like we invented anything else. Like we invented everything. I think at this point, I'm ready, God. Just end it.
This guy.
Just messing around, but yo, like it just came out of nowhere, huh? But they, notice how they were trying to make it like it was another pandemic.
Yeah.
It's not, bro. It's only targeting a
Well,
certain group.
did-
And it's
can
like,
you scroll back? Did it say
Thank God. Thank God. I thought it was another pandemic. Thank God it's not. Chill out, guys. Chill out. It's not.
99% of cases are with
are men hooking up with men?
scroll
Yeah,
up
it's,
90
it's guys.
We got nothing
I mean,
to worry
I'm
about.
not even being
No, we're not
sarcastic.
being
I'm
those
not like
guys.
if you're a gay man
Slow down.
and this is what you're dealing, and this is
Yeah.
that you should be concerned.
Yeah, 100%.
And I implore you to act accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody wants anybody to get sick. Nobody wants to get these diseases. You're at risk.
God.
Yep.
God
for the
no.
for the other, rest of us,
We
carry
got
on.
nothing to worry
Exactly.
about. Carry on.
Keep calm and carry on.
You're good.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
All right. What else we gonna talk about?
What?
Now,
You're gonna have to address what that
that's COVID
frustration
fatigue
was.
too, bro. It's like I'm
Yeah.
tired. I don't want to hear anymore. But okay, there's something else. Like what? Am I-
Pat,
where-
reveal what the frustration
no,
was,
no,
please.
no, I'm not going to, but it's a little bit too much right now, man. This is just ridiculous what they're doing. The topic in common sense and walking on eggshells is
Man,
out
yo.
of control.
Yep.
today
Even
of
Patrick
what
is having a
people have
hard
to do.
time.
I can't even believe what I just read right now. is what
Oh
I'm reading. Like,
my
this has
God.
become normal.
But hey, at least
Uh,
we can identify what a man is.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
that's-
I'm not even going in that direction.
Please
But it's
don't
like,
even go there, please.
yeah. Let's just go to this other story about
Yo, don't even go there, please.
Very,
Let's just
very-
move on.
Matt
Yeah,
is very rarely at loss
Monkey
for
wrench
words.
in the brain.
Monkey wrench. Great,
monkey
great play
wrench.
on words.
Monkey wrench with a monkey pot.
No, like
article.
I got a lot to say.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say nothing. But I got a lot to say, and I'm not going to say nothing in this topic here.
All right,
We
man.
just read it for you. Now you're informed. Good for you. Make the right decision, folks. Okay,
Absolutely. I hope you
all right,
guys are
Schumer,
informed.
let's talk about the mansion.
I hope you guys are informed. That's all I was. That's all what my plan is. Just for you guys to know. That's all. I'm not saying take it. I'm not saying anything else. Just know what you do with this information is up to you.
says Republicans in normal times will be supporting energy health care bill. This is a CNN story.
$453,000 in affiliate.
All right. I'm not. I think that might be it, or I guess I think that should be it. Like I think that should be it. Let me see.
Republicans would in normal times support an energy and health care bill.
Yeah, I think that should be it, man. And yeah, that should be it. We're not. Yeah, that should be it. Appreciate for those guys. I also had a couple other videos I wanted to bring to you guys. But we might actually push back these two videos again. And I already showed this video before, but I'm definitely gonna show it again. But the most importantly, I wanted to show you guys this, but you guys can also watch the full video. Let me see if I can show you guys where you guys can actually watch the full video from Escaping Ordinary channel. And shout out to them. But it's just that this is very, very important.
Do you ever feel like you're just floating through life, but not actually getting closer to the person that you want to be? It usually happens around New Year's. You imagine all the bad habits you're going to break free from, and all the good habits you will begin. This time it will be different, you say to yourself. This time I am going to do the things that I say I will, only to end up back where you began shortly after, and no closer to what you had envisaged. So the question is, how do you break free from bad habits and make the habits you desire easier and automatic? Atomic Habits by James Clear answers all these questions. We're going to be doing a fast-paced, detailed summary of the book and dive deep into topics like habit loops, dopamine spikes, priming your environment, plus heaps more. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video where I go through step by step how I'm personally using this book.
Yep. So that will be the next topic that we dive right in. That one and another one right here, which says how to take charge of your life. Not that I'm gonna teach you, not that I'm gonna be teaching you that. I'm sure you already know that. It's just that little bit of information that this amazing, wonderful guy will be sharing with you guys. Just like how he changed my life, maybe he will change yours too. Or maybe not. Check it out. Who knows? But if he do, that'll be even amazing. So, with that being said, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, and until next time, peace.